As we face the command of rapid development and technological innovation in the world, the Philippines' preparedness in advancement of its physical facilities, infrastructure, and soft skills are given focus, especially with the empowerment of teachers' capacity and capability, not only in pedagogical aspects of teaching, but the confidence in delivering instruction with the use of information and communications technology. The Office of the Undersecretary for Administration, under the leadership of Yusek Alain Delby Pasqua, established the Educational Technology Unit under the Information and Communications Technology Service. Its prime function is to empower and capacitate public school teachers and learners as required by the global demand of the fast-paced development in technology. The task of the Educational Technology Unit is to promote and solidify the innovation and digitization projects that will support the requirements of the K-12 curriculum in delivering quality, accessible, relevant, and liberating education for all. It targets different components and facets of skills development, which will enable the technological advancement of the infrastructure of DepEd. This is supplemented with empowerment training programs in emerging technologies for public school teachers. The programs of the EdTech unit target the emerging pedagogies focused on open educational resources, robotics and mechatronics, coding and programming, virtual reality and augmented reality in education, mobile application development, Internet of Things, and the productivity tools for learning, which includes Microsoft Office 365, Google Apps for Education, and the different Adobe software tools. In addition, the maneuver of in-house applications such as the DepEd Commons and the DepEd Learning Management System is under the flagship of the EdTech unit. The supervision of DepEd TV in ensuring world-class produced video lessons is another task of the office. Lastly, the conduct of free online tutorial session, coined with the term eTulay, is a bridging program to support learners and parents in answering the self-learning modules pioneered with the initiative of the ICTS-EdTech unit. A teacher's influence is limitless, bound with the heart for service and dedication to fulfill the greatest mission to educate the young. The ICTS Educational Technology Unit will be there to promote, to empower, and to inspire Filipino teachers and learners as we grow as a tiger in the region, hitting our target as one of the best in educational technology. Come on and join us as we make our dreams into a reality. Sama-sama tayong lahat tungo sa iisang layunin. Simulan natin ang pagbabago dahil tayo ang mga gurong magtatayo ng makabagong DepEd. Sulong Edukalidad.
Ako si Pabing Nueva na babalita.
Anak, sundin mo kung ano ang nilalaman ng puso mo.
Thank you, Tay!
Tay, naaalala mo ba nung niregaluhan mo ko ng mikropono? Ang sabi mo sa akin, susuportahan mo ko kahit anong gusto ko. ang lagi mo pang ang bilin? Anak, sundin mo kung anong nilalaman ng puso mo.
Ganda talaga.
Lagi mo ring pinapaalala na ako ang pinakamaganda. Mas maganda pa sa mga crush mong artista sa TV. Alam mo ba, Tay? Pinaniwalaan ko yun.
Ako, si Pam Villanueva, nagbabalita.
Hindi mo naman kasi sinabing mahilig ka sa mga palabas na comedy. Yan tuloy. Umasa ako masyado. Hindi ko inakalang iba pala ang pamantayan ng mundo. Hindi ko napaghandaan ang sakit ng mga salita mula sa tao. Ganun pa man, hindi ko kinalimutan ang bilin mo. Tay, ngayong araw, maglalakas loob ulit akong sundin ang laman ng puso ko. Ngayong araw, tutuparin ko ang pangarap nating dalawa. Handa na akong yakapin ang pagkakataong ito. Ano man ang sabihin ng iba.
Good morning, everyone. It's going to be a long and hard journey. There will be a lot of sweat and a lot of tears. I expect a lot from you, but in the end, when you become teacher broadcasters, it'll all be worth it. Are you ready? Yes! Your task at hand is to deliver your lines straight at the camera lens.
Greetings, bright minds! I hope you're having an amazing day. It's me, your English learning buddy.
Good job, DJ. Okay, next. Any volunteers? May nagtatago doon. Teacher Pam. Teacher Pam, I can see you.
Sa pagkakataong ito, babaliin ko ang pamantayan ng mundo.
Magandang wika at maalab na panitikan sa ating lahat, grade 10. Narito kayo ngayon sa classroom ni Miss Pam, ang mamatanong na kahit sa camera laging umaanggulo, maniwala ka, sasamahan kitang mag-enjoy at matuto. Tatandaan, sa panitikang Filipino, abot kamay mo ang mundo.
Alright!
Haharap ako sa camera upang magturo, upang hindi lamang makulong ang mga aral sa 4 na sulok ng silid-aralan, upang mas maraming bata ang makaalam na ang mga pangarap ay binuo upang matupad.
Okay, teachers, dito nagwawakas ang ating workshop, pero hindi ang inyong training. Bye-bye!
Haharap ako sa camera upang magturo, para mas maraming bata ang makaalam na kahit matagal ang proseso ng pangarap, ang mahalagay umuusad. Tay, naaalala mo ba nung niragaluhan mo ko ng mikropono? Hindi ko to nagamit kanina. Pero, nagamit ko lahat ng paalala mo. Hindi na rin pala ako naniniwalang kasing ganda ko ng mga crush mong artista. Pero, mapapanood mo na ako sa TV para sa mas malalim pang advokasya.
Ikaw ang una kong pag-ibig. At hanggang ngayon, sa'yo ako bumabalik. Ikaw ang pumupuno sa puso ko't isip. Mga salita mo ang dahilan ng pagkasabik. Nananabik, bumabalik. Ang mga alaala simula pagkabata, pinapaalala mo sa akin sa ina. at ang mga kwentong pinagsaluhan naming dalawa. Nananabik, bumabalik, sapagkat nasa iyo ang bantas sa dulo ng mga pangungusap. Ikaw ang aking pahinga, ang paglaya sa emosyong gustong kumawala mula sa mga tanong, sa padamdam, paghinto, sa pagpapatuloy, paninigurado at mga bakasiguro. Kaya sa pagkakataong ito, gusto kitang yakaping muli. Miss, gusto ko ulit maramdaman kung paano tayo nagsimula. Gusto kong balikan ang unang salita. May I borrow that book?
This one?
Oo. Sana.
Sure.
Unang talata. Unang kabanata. Sapagkat ikaw ang una kong pag-ibig. Sa'yo ko unang naramdaman ang pagkasabik.
Good morning, learners! Welcome to DepEd TV. Are you excited to learn a new story?
Nananabik. Umabalik. Ikaw ang una kong pag-ibig.
Malapit na.
Hello Philippines, and it is indeed a great Friday morning to everyone, most especially to our dear teachers. And let us all welcome our co-host for today, none other than Miss Pam Villanueva.
Hello and good morning, and it's nice to be here with everybody, and it's nice to be with you, Sir Jeff. And I'm really so excited to be part of this 3-day international webinar. I have been watching over the internet about this, and I have also been an avid participant of the webinar, and now I'm here with all of you, assisting you with all of the tasks that we need to accomplish for today. How are you today, Jeff?
Yes, I'm feeling great, Teacher Pam, and actually I hope so that all our teachers are now giving their focus, because we will be posting the evaluation links for our speakers during our session yesterday.
So it's really very important for us to accomplish those, to visit those links and accomplish, of course, so that we will know how we could further improve, of course, our webinars in the coming days to come. Of course, we have a lot of prepared webinars for you. So this would be great help for us to know in which areas we're going to improve, and of course, how we're going to thank our speakers for those past 2 days.
Very well said, Miss Pam. So here are the links for our speakers yesterday. The first one is for Ma'am Rowena A. Reyes, and her topic is all about Google Workspace Fundamentals. Next up is...
So you can see the link from there. Our next link is for Sir Ariel de los Santos, and his topic is Alternative Learning System EdTech Empowerment. So please look at the link. We have the third.
Okay, the next one is for Anil Demiş from Istanbul, Turkey, and his topic is how to be a role model in business and going global.
I've watched this one. Really? Okay, our next link, please take note of this link, and this is for Miss Sarah Jane Serino, and the topic is Mobile Apps for Education. I hope you can get the link. The next one would be...
Okay, and the next one is for Miss Tanja Makandi Nanzan from Japan, and her topic is all about supporting student-centered classes.
All right. So please visit those links. And then we have... Okay, our next link is for Glenna A. Tagibao, and the topic is all about Microsoft.
Yes, thank you very much, Miss Pam. And I know we really appreciate our early bird teachers who tuned in during the start of the session for day 3. That is why we will be posting now the attendance link so you can log in.
It's really very important that you would be able to log in on those links, especially for the attendance. Of course, this is for their certificates, all right?
Yes.
So make sure to visit those links and know how you're going to evaluate the speakers, and of course, know how you're going to register for the attendance. So this would be one of the important links that we have for today.
Okay, then also we would like to remind you that the session for day 1 and day 2 attendance is now closed. Okay, so we have given you already the links for day 1, so you can register. Now we're just going to give you day 3 attendance. Okay, so that's good. Our director will be posting the attendance link later on during the session. And please don't forget to use our hashtag while posting your screenshots and your selfies on your social media accounts. Please use our hashtag ETUXGenTEFL 2021 day 3.
Don't forget to put day 3.
Yes.
So that would keep us updated on which day we are monitoring, and of course, so that it would like spreading the good news to everybody. So what's up for us today, Sir Jeff?
Yes, okay. Our first speaker for today is actually the chairperson of this project for the International Multidisciplinary Webinar for Teachers. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present to you our chairperson for this project, none other than Ms. Apriline D. Marquez.
The Department of Education, through the Office of Undersecretary for Administration, DepEd OUA, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology, ICTS-EdTech, invites you to join its first ever International Multidisciplinary Webinar series in collaboration with the Global Educators Network Association of Teachers of English as a Foreign Language, GenTEFL Thailand. This 3-day webinar series will gather experts and specialists from different areas of study and from all parts of the globe to equip and empower educators in their areas of specialization, integrated through educational technology. This event is a convergence of resource speakers and expertise to further teachers' ability to answer the challenges of these changing times through topics with educational technology integration. Be updated and save this following days. Solo Educalidad!
Okay, we are now on the 3rd day, or shall I say on the last day of the webinar. So it's my turn now to introduce to you the partner of our event for this day, for this 3-day webinar. I would like to introduce to you our GenTEFL. All right, so GenTEFL. So what is GenTEFL? This is the Global Educators Network Association of Teachers of English as a Foreign Language. So if you want to visit also the website, it's here. It is www.gentefl.org. And in here, we gather educators, we innovate, we connect, and we mentor. So as part of the executive board of the GenTEFL Thailand, in behalf of this, I would like to give you or to share with you our vision. So we envision GenTEFL to be a premier network of transformational educators in the field of language teaching in Asia. And for its mission, to enrich the lives of educators, administrators, researchers, and students through research, conference, meetings, seminars, webinars, and workshops. And for our goals, create an atmospheric of camaraderie to innovate, connect, and mentor, and also to conduct seminars, webinars, training, and workshops, as well as to organize international conferences and publish quality research papers and strengthen, expand partnerships with other institutions or organizations. It's like what is happening now. And with regards to associate, GenTEFL is also an associate of this organization in United Kingdom. So it's the International Association of Teachers of English as a Foreign Language. So that is the ICTFL Associate. And this is their website if you want to visit them, www.ictfl.org. And as I've said a while ago, it is based in the United Kingdom. And with the different events conducted with this organization, we have here the GenTEFL webinars, and as well as the different conferences and trainings. So here it is, the international conferences, the English Language Teachers Congress, International Education Conference, webinar, seminar, workshop, training, and other collaborative activities with partner organization and institution. So first, the GenTEFL International Conference is an annual event. So it happens yearly. It just so happened to stop during the pandemic, which should be happened, shall I say, which should be done or it could be conducted in Vietnam. But because of the situation case that has been experienced by the people all over the world, we haven't continued or resumed this conference. So it aims to provide an avenue for educators to learn, share, and discuss ideas, or shall I say strategies and techniques, methods, and use in ELT or the English language teaching. This conference assembles a wide range of sessions, including a research base. I know a lot of teachers or master teachers are conducting their own research now, and the practice-based presentations, workshops, and demonstrations by our keynote speakers, plenary speakers, and session presenters. And for the second one, we have the English Language Teachers Congress or the ELT Congress. This is also an annual gathering which aims to highlight pragmatic classroom designs and best practices that derive from teachers' carefully honed principles of language learning and teaching. So in our ELT Congress, it doesn't mean that we are only presenting the research base, but we also highlight the best practices or the effective way of teaching that is so efficient for our learners or students, as well as in collaborating with our teachers. And for the third one, we have the International Education Conference or the IEdCon. This is an annual affair provided for educators in various fields to discuss a range of studies, exploring approaches, methodologies, technologies, and common or innovative practices, and develop sustainable professional networks focused on the long-term advancement of knowledge in the academy. So this is also when we say we convene for this with the different approaches and methodologies. And for the next one, we also have the seminar, workshops, or training. This is created to help with teachers' professional development. We run workshops, seminars, and training throughout the year. And it could be in the national or in the international to equip, encourage, and challenge the teachers of the 21st century. It is more, or shall I say, I would like to reiterate the implication of the 21st century here with regards to gathering of seminars and workshops and trainings. And for the fifth one, we have this webinar. So I know all of you are very familiar with the webinars. It's more in the online gathering presented by experts and specialists in various fields who freely share their knowledge to equip, empower, and challenge not only the English language teachers, but all interested educators of the 21st century. So it's like all are invited for this. And we all know that this is one of the effective way of communicating and having an open communication with the different teachers, educators, or shall I say the college students and even students and learners, especially so that we don't have yet the face-to-face basis. And for the last one, we have this special interest group. The reason why we were going to launch one of the SIG project later on. So with the SIG is a community within GenTEFL with shared interest in advancing our first 3 SIGs or the special interest group. Materials, first is the materials development, the second one is train the trainers, and the third is research where members cooperate to effect or to produce solutions with their specific area. And for the seventh part, other collaborative activities with partner institutions or organizations. Meaning to say that in this organization, we are able to open opportunities for this project. And of course, how are you going to join our GenTEFL SIEs? So these special interest groups, we're going to train the trainers, Study Central, ELT for Science program, social sciences, writing, materials development, and literary. So among our participants for today, I would like to know who among our educator participants are more on the train the trainers. I know a lot of teachers here love or they fall in love in attending different kinds of trainings. So I would like to see the comment section. Please click the heart as your reaction if you really want to be, or shall I say, train the trainers. Okay, how about some other participants who would love to do this one, the materials development, social sciences, or writing? Who among our participants love to write? I know a lot of teachers love writing, especially when they do their own plans for their classroom, not only for their classroom, but for the effective way of teaching for their learners and students. I got some heart reaction from Sir Roniel Campanero, Ma'am Mary Joy, Ma'am Izel. Oh, thank you so much. And I feel you that you really love, still you love writing, not only because we are in the 21st century that we use our different gadgets, but still even you're on your way going home or going to school, or even you're still at the ride, you may write some ideas or initiative, right? So I got a lot of hearts here. So a lot of teachers love this one. How about literary works? Who among our teachers love literary activities? I know a lot of you love writing with regards to poetry, declamation, oration, and the like. All right. Okay, so let's proceed for the next one. So here are the previous international conferences conducted by the GenTEFL. The first one is the conference during, all right, so that was the conference 2016 in Phitsanulok, Thailand. This is my first time actually to attend an international conference outside our country, and I'm here at the right side. This one, it's like I'm having my black hair then, right? And the next one, this is the second GenTEFL International Conference that was way back 2017 and was conducted in Bangkok, Thailand. Actually, the audience here or the participants here are coming from the different part of the world, of course. Some of them came from United States, also in United Kingdom, and from different part of the Asian country. All right. And for the third GenTEFL International Conference that was held on year 2018, that was held also in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And for the conference 2019, it was held in Bali, Indonesia, and some of other conferences. We have also the ELT Congress. Okay, these are the different conferences conducted by GenTEFL. Okay, let's go now to publication. For the publication, we have the Book of Abstracts, we have the Materials Development SIG, the GenTEFL Journal. The GenTEFL Journal is referred to the journal with an editorial board of scholars in various fields. So meaning to say we publish the following write-ups, and it was also published in our website. And it is, of course, legit. It has an ISSN number, or it's 2520-209X via online, and for print it is ISN 2520-6648. Okay, we do also outreach program and continuing professional development. And of course, let's go over for the GenTEFL membership. If you want to be part of the, or you want to be a member for GenTEFL, I've flashed a while ago where you're gonna visit our website. And we have three types of membership. The first one is the junior membership, and it's all about the secondary, tertiary level of students. So we're not only catering teachers or educators, but also we cater students. The second one, the associate member, and the third one is the full member. Okay, so that's it. I hope that some of our participants be part of GenTEFL someday or in our future activities. Okay, and that's for our GenTEFL. Now, I know everyone are excited for the launching of the Literary Expo. So the Global Educators Network, okay, so the Global Educators Network Association of Teachers of English as a Foreign Language Thailand would like to present to you this Literary Expo launching today, July 2, 2021. And this is my team for the Literary SIG Chair and Direct, and of course, different kinds of director. Okay, so welcome for our Literary Expo launching. So for this, the Literary Expo is a project under the Literary Special Interest Group. And it is to hone and showcase not only students, but also teacher skills in writing poetry, short stories as well as poetry reading, declamation, oration, storytelling, and the like. And the language used is not only limited to English language, but includes mother tongue and other languages. It will be a form of healthy competition for students and teachers from school level to international level. All materials originally created and submitted will go through the editorial board for publishing. So this is our learners' time and teachers' time to shine. Okay, so I would like also to present to you and introduce to you my team for the SIG Literary. All right.
Hello, everyone. I am National High School from SDO Dagupan City, Philippines. Hello, everyone. I am Michelle Mina Felsted, Teacher 3 of Bunuan Bukig National High School from SDO Dagupan City, Philippines.
I'm Daisel Ople of Mangan Elementary School, La Union Division, Philippines.
Good day, fellow educators. I am Daisy Mendoza Barongan from Calasiao Comprehensive National High School, SDO1 Pangasinan, Region 1, Philippines.
Good day, everyone. I'm Rosemary Soriana Riliera, Master Teacher 1 of Nagilian National High School, Division of La Union, Philippines.
Hi, I'm Shian Dancy C. Evans, Teacher 2 of Nagilian National High School from La Union Schools Division, Philippines.
There you have it. They are my colleagues and my team under the Literary Special Interest Group. And if you want to be part of this, just simply message or email me on the given contact details in our memorandum. Okay, so I would like also to showcase to you for this launching. Okay, so let's have and let's hear a simple introduction with regards to our GenTEFL literacy category.
The GenTEFL Literary SIG will be holding competitions such as the GenTEFL Literary SIG will be holding different competitions such as writing stories, storytelling, declamation, oration, poetry writing, and radio broadcasting. Teachers and learners are encouraged to join the competitions because there will be teacher category, elementary learners category, and secondary students category. Every school will have an entry for the district level. The winners for teacher and learner will be competing to the division level, then to the regional level, and moving up to the national level. Winners of the national level will soar up to the international level.
This would be a simple competition from school level going to international. So what are you waiting for? Tune in with our different announcement or updates on our website. So in our comment section, I would like to see if you want to join, please thumbs up. Okay, let's see who are interested to join the competition. We don't only cater learners or students for this competition, but we also, we would like also to boost the confidence and the composure of our teachers, especially so during this pandemic. All right, actually we are planning to have the competition on December. For those who want to join, who are interested, I would like to see your comments. Just simply click the thumbs up as your reaction for this. Okay, let's see who want to join. I know teachers also have their own kids. With that, you may hone or develop your children for this because we have lots of categories or types of contests under the literary category. Oh, I love that. Miss April Manalo Dizon, Miss Catherine Ege, they want to join this one. We also have Ma'am Vanessa and Miss Manlin Neyes. So I saw on the comment box that a lot of teachers are interested for this. This is not only for the Philippines, but we are going to open this competition for the teacher category and competition for the learner category all over the world. It's not only for the Philippines, not only for the Asian countries, but also catering other countries from the United States, United Kingdom, and other part of the continents. All right, so moving on. Let's move forward. Okay, I would like to share with you one of the original poem competition composed by Miss Michelle M. Felsted, one of our director under the literary seat. So the sample of original poem composition of teacher category. This is what you're going to do. You're gonna compose your own composition because later on we're gonna give the criteria or the rubrics for this competition. So may we listen?
Indomitable. Disconsolate sounds of melancholic peace, lingering my thoughts, creeping in my boundaries, confounded in the midst of an empty abyss, detained in affliction, no one perceives. Staring blankly into space, while desolation into my mind only exists. My heart is full of doubts and fears. When to burst these concealed tears? As I journey passing through these adversities, I collect those huge stumbling blocks and impediments. For I know time will come that with all these, I can create stepping stones for greatness. In my face, you will not see any grimace, for I will not whine nor relinquish. As long as I have Him giving me grace, my valor will roar even in silence. Indomitable.
What about a heart reaction for that performance? Thank you so much, Miss Michelle M. Felsted, for sharing this original poem composition. You really touch my heart. It's like it is a digital poetry. You know what? I know a lot of teachers, love of learners, love listening to poetry, digital poetry can be, or I know a lot of you love composing poems because that is one way, to express your feelings, your own emotion, your feeling that day, how great we are for today. I know a lot of teachers love composing poems. So I believe that when time comes that we will be having this kind of competition for the teacher category, you're gonna do the best you can be for this competition. And now I would like to play one of the original poems in Filipino. So we are not only catering the English language for this composition, but we are also going to open it for the mother tongue-based multilingual education for the literary. Presenting to you the next performance.
Langin, isang refleksyon. Nagpas isang taon na nang unang maging balang mundo dahil sa pandemya. Bawat balitang naririnig, takot sa puso ko ang yumayanig. Naalala mo pa ba nang sabihing lockdown muna? E di ang bago sa pandinig, bangungot sa isip na di mawaglit. Ilang araw at buwan sa tanging tahanan lamang. Buntong hininga at pag-iisip sa kawalan, siyang naging bagong libangan. Dahan-dahan, unti-unti, pinipilit gumising at intindihin ang pangyayari. Balita sa telebisyon, update sa news feeds ko na puro numero ng biktima ng COVID-19. Parehong takot at pangamba ang naramdaman na baka isang araw ang numero ay maging mukha na ng mahal ko. Sa puntong paranoyang laman ng isip ko, pinipilit iwaglit para sige, isa pang bukas ay masilip. Ang pandemya ay sumubok sa kakayahan kong maniwala, manalig at magtiwala. Napasasan pa, lahat ng ito, laman na lang ng pagbabalik tanaw ko. Nakayuko mang palad, nakaluhod, luha di mapigilang umagos. Munting panalangin sa Panginoon ay binulong. Panginoon, gabayan mo po kami. Sa sakit na dulot ng COVID-19, kami ay iyong proteksyonan. Takot at pangamba sa kinabukasan, iyong alisin. Nang kami ay manampalataya, mabuhay ng payak at payapa. Ito ang dasal ng iyong anak. Upang isang araw, hindi pa man bukas, pamilya at kaibigan, mayakap at magkan. Di na bilanggo ng face mask at face shield, wala ng rehas ng agam-agam, at sa paglabas ng bahay, malayang mamumuhay, higit lalo't may pagpapahalaga sa bago naming buhay.
It's like I am about to cry with the performance of Miss Daisy Barongan. What about a heart reaction for Ma'am Barongan? Let's see our comments. Any comments for the performance of Ma'am Barongan or Doc Daisy Barongan? I know a lot of teachers around the world are having different kind of emotions. So through your emotions, you can compose your own poems. You know what? With that performance, with that composition, it's like I'm about to cry. How she really moves me just because of the situations that we have during this pandemic. So that's it. I would like to end our launching with that. Great performance coming from our fellow colleagues in the SIG literary group. So I hope that you enjoy watching our performances coming from the different categories of our literary competition soon. All right, so maybe I would like to, okay, let me see first the comment section. All right, a lot of teachers give their heart reactions. So it's like what Miss Princess Belle Lyra Sophie Grospe said here, so touching. Thank you so much. Sir Roy Lardera, thanks, Doc. Okay, so if our colleagues are watching now, you know a lot of teachers appreciate your performances. So with that, thank you so much to my team and to Dr. Daisy and Dr. Michelle for sharing their expertise and the very, very nice composition. I know a lot of teachers are creative when it comes to writing composition. So at this point in time, I would like to take this opportunity, since we are already at the last day of the webinar, my heart seems to explode because of the extreme joy. And we have already reached an unexpected number of registered participants. As I woke up at 4 in the morning, the registration form or the forms there is still moving. It's like we reach already 51,399 participants around the globe. So at this point in time, I would like to take this opportunity as the chairperson of this event to thank the following significant persons to make this possible. Secretary Leonor Embriones, Yusek Alain B. Del Pasqua, Director Abram Y.C. Abadil, Dr. Mark Anthony C.C., Dr. Andy N. Kubalit, our international speakers coming from United Kingdom, United States of America, and the ASEAN countries, our virtual committee. I would like to mention their names because without them, I know I can't make this. I cannot make it. They are my support. I know they have a lot of sleepless night just to make this event happen. So I would like to thank the following virtual committee, the webinar directors, Mark Anthony F. Papa, Ariel A. de los Santos, Raymond B. Kasama, John Wilbur C. Gail Heiser is here, Sir Sherwin G. Lameda, and as well as our assistant webinar directors, Maria Remelin G. Cruz, Glenna A. Tagubao, Rubilin C. Pastrano, Sarah Jane C. Sarino, Glenny E. Laping, Glenn L. Horano, and also the documentation team, Salvador E. Manansala de Fries, Ken Leonard C. Abanila, Juan Paulo R. Vico, Arvin L. Fuster, Joy G. Salazar, as well as the certificate and attendance team. We have Sir Marco Paulo Victoriano, Sir Roby Conserman, Divine D. David, and of course for the food, we have them Joy G. Salazar and Alvin AC. For the social media team, we have Sir Rainier G. De Jesus, Neil Arvin V. Bautista, and for the Katame, Mark Anthony F. Hamisal, yours truly, and Ma'am Rowena A. Reyes. And of course, our stupendous, amiable, and courageous webinar host. We have Maria May N. Sevilla, John Jefferson C. Sevilla, and of course, Miss Pamela Amor Villanueva. And of course, to all our educator participants around the world, thank you so much for supporting this event. I thought this was just a dream to be chair and to be the project lead of this. This is somewhat cool and challenging, especially so that this is an international event. The first ever international webinar project of EdTech, a matter of coordination, the power of open communication, and with the help of fighting spirit, were some of the keys to stay connected to our international speakers. I must face different culture and races, and let's take note of the different time zone. But because of our big love to our fellow educators, why not share to them the good experiences? Attending international conferences, seminars, and trainings abroad is too expensive. Let me see the comment section. I know that maybe those fellow educators who already attended events like this knew how it was going. So to our viewers, I would like to see their comments if they have already attended international conferences abroad. I know that they have a lot of procedures and process to make that happen too. It's not easy to attend conferences abroad because a lot of process, especially in our documents. So for this, we love our teachers. We want the best for you, dear teachers. This is not only about certificates, but the learning imparted, the learning that we have shared. I'm also grateful to DepEd ICTS-EdTech and to the GenTEFL Thailand family for making this happen. And also, I would like to thank my family, especially my husband, Brian F. Marquez, and my daughter, Abriel Dennis B. Marquez, for the limitless love and support, and to all the people who believe in me that I can. In Korea, it says there, Aja. So before I end, I would like to leave this from Angela Arendt's: shared passion can unite and align all teams in any organization. To God be the glory. We lead as one. Good morning, everyone. Have a blessed day. Stay safe. Thank you.
Hi, teachers and learners. Good day. I am Mr. Alvin C., one of the EdTech specialists serving you with happiness. In response to the United Nations Declaration of Paris in 2012 about the open educational resources, the Philippines' basic education is ready to fulfill its promise to make learning accessible and give equal opportunity to every Filipino. This is the birth of the DepEd Commons to bridge the gaps of having adequate available resources with the aid of ICT equipment and infrastructure. The DepEd Commons was a flagship project headed by the Undersecretary for Administration, Alain Del B. Pascual, and Director 4 of the Information and Communication Technology Service, Abram Y.C. Abanil. DepEd Commons serves as an online education delivery platform of the department where learning resources, online review materials, and open educational resources, or OERs, made by educators are available, easily accessed, and where resources can be modified without having to reprint when such materials necessitate revisions or improvement.
in cooperation with the Department of Information and Communication Technology or DICT, National Telecommunication Commissions or NTC, SMART, PLDT, and Globe, we can use the DepEd Commons for free, even without the data load or credits. It's more convenient to learn and study 24/7 in the comfort of your own home. The interface of the system is simple and yet very direct to immediately show the needed materials, which can be downloaded or viewed via a browser. Continuous enhancement and development were catered to showcase the abrupt needs of the end users. With the demands of technology in education, the DepEd Commons became top 4 as the most trending search in Google in year 2020. Aside from that, DepEd Commons ranked number 1 in the most searched topic under the education category in our country in the same year. The DepEd Commons has a total number of 15,190,182 unique users since it was first launched in March 2020. Today, you will see thousands of learning resources in the system to support the blended learning modalities of the department. In addition, the bright future of DepEd Commons will continuously shine as we embark and empower the public school teachers in creating world-class teaching and learning resources such as electronic books or ebooks, digital magazine and worksheets, interactive online games, self-developed Android applications, instructional and tutorial video contents, and other emerging technology tools. As a support system in the online modalities, the use of learning management system is taking into shape. The DepEd LMS is an e-learning platform initiated by the ICTS to help and support the teaching and learning process in the controlled online environment. It was created to work concertedly with the DepEd Commons. Amongst the advantages of using the DepEd LMS are as follows. First, it is cost-effective. The courseware allows participants to access it in their own free time and reduces travel expenses, accommodation costs, and professional fees. Learning while watching the instructional aided materials enhances the soft skills of participants by doing the hands-on activity as requirement. In addition, a digital certificate with QR security code is automatically rewarded to a participant once a certain course is accomplished and completed. Second, consistency of training. The delivery and mastery of competencies is consistent since it is centralized, well-organized, and easy to navigate. It delivers a learning curve to all students by supplying a single source for content, course materials, and instruction with variation of activities that will enhance the skills of end users. Third, it easily tracks learners' progress and performance. It has the capability to allow DepEd to easily generate and consolidate training reports in all overall perspective. By utilizing the e-learning courses or online trainings, trainers can easily track goals progress, knowledge gains, and determine who have completed the course or who needs assistance and help. The Department of Education internally developed an in-house learning management system, namely the Professional Development LMS or PDLMS, used for professional growth and capacity building for teacher and non-teaching personnel, which is not limited to public school teachers. It is also available to private school teachers and even college or university professors. On the other hand, the DepEd Regional LMS or DLMS is intended exclusively for public school teachers and students within their regions and divisions to support the blended learning modalities in delivering quality instruction. To learn more and have a feel of ease in using this innovative system, kindly visit commons.deped.gov.ph for DepEd Commons. trainings.deped.gov.ph for DepEd PD LMS and lms.deped.gov.ph for DepEd Regional LMS. We will continue to innovate and transform the Philippine basic education in its target glory. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, para sa guro. Sulong Edukalidad.
And thank you so much, Ma'am Apple, for that information. I got so excited listening to you a while ago because I'm one of those teachers who really love to read and write literary pieces. The child in me actually a while ago got so excited listening to the information that you were giving us this morning. So I guess since we all heard about the Literary Expo launching, we are expecting and encouraging everybody that soon as it becomes a competition, all of us would have the chance to join. This is open, am I right, Ma'am Apple? This is open for students and teachers alike. So I guess there would be two different categories. We're going to be helping each other and we're going to be showcasing our talent and everything about literature. So for the love of literature, I'm encouraging everybody to support this Literary Expo. And for now, I believe everybody during the pandemic, most of us actually suffered a bit of like the downside of our lives. It's like everybody's asking, what's going to happen next? What am I going to do? Because all of these struggles that we are facing during the pandemic. And it's really, really very hard for us to find the inspiration and the motivation to keep moving forward. So right now, I guess this is but the right time to listen to one of the most efficient speakers that we have for the whole 3-day seminar. He would be discussing Motivation 101, learn how to keep yourself motivated. I think I'm going to be sitting in front of him, listening very well because I need this very badly. So ladies and gentlemen, let's all give a virtual clap for Mr. Mark Lester D. Toribio, MBA CPS, a professor from the University of Santo Tomas, Philippines. A virtual clap for him.
Good day to everyone. I'm Professor Lester Toribio. For today, the topic is Motivation 101. Many people ask, why do we need to motivate ourselves? It is because motivation drives people to keep going, even in the face of setback and disappointment. We need the opportunities and show commitments to achieve what we want or need. If you want an extraordinary life, you have to put extra effort in your ordinary life. Focus on improving yourself every day. To do ordinary things extraordinarily well. The difference between those two words is the word extra, but the result is exceptional. You know, our national heroes are just ordinary people, like us. What made them considered as heroes is that they placed extra love to our country. They show extra effort and gave extra time to make themselves extraordinary, not only for their own good, but for the good of many. That is why Robertson Davies said, extraordinary people survive under the most terrible circumstances and they become more extraordinary because of it. Moving forward, the 5 things that we're going to talk are opportunity, focus, empower, commitment, and refrain. Focus is the skill that allows people to do their task and achieve their goal amidst disappointment or amidst distraction and even setbacks. Here are a simple reality which can relate to all. If you can focus, you can think effectively. There are a lot of ways to enhance your focus. One is to minimize your multitasking, and second is to train your brain by making to-do lists every day. These are just some tips on how to stay focused and keep your mind on track. Let me share to you a wonderful story. Her name is Mandy Harvey. She's an award-winning singer and a songwriter, a vocal music education major at Colorado State University. But did you know that Mandy is deaf? Mandy actually lost her residual hearing in 2006 at the age of 18 due to the connective tissue disorder that affected her nerves, and eventually she left the program. Her disorder may have made her drop from, from her schooling, but as years passed, she eventually found a way to pursue the love she has for music. She joined the 12th season of America's Got Talent in 2017, where she performed her original song Try, accompanied by the ukulele during the competition. The song was a story of how she actually made it through her battle. Judge Simon Cowell was so impressed that he pushed the golden buzzer and sending Harvey straight to the finals. You see, focus, determination, and passion, no setback blocked her dream in pursuing music, successfully achieving it, and eventually became an inspiration to many. Tony Gaskins once said, build your dreams or someone else will hire you to build theirs. Dreams are what give us drive to get things done. This is the reason why we get up from our bed every morning with full enthusiasm. We have to dream and create goals. Because dream without goals is just a dream. To build your dream, it is necessary to know what you want. And to know what you want, it is necessary to have a vision. This vision is how you plan to see yourself in the future. Now, having a dream, a goal, and a vision is not enough again. Having a plan on how you're going to pursue is very, very necessary. This will guide you in your step that you will be needing to undertake and practice. Widely known guide to make goals is the framework SMART, which means specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-based. But allow me to modify this by changing measurable to motivational and realistic into risk. But I will not settle for that as well. Because we need to upgrade. So I put additional two more letters, and that is evaluate and really readjust. Having that framework smarter. Why is this the case? Well, because what will make you move towards your goal is motivating first. And in every goal, there is a risk that you have to take charge of. And the two added elements is the evaluate and readjust. Evaluate both your goal and your plan. Evaluate your goal if this is worth pursuing or not. If not, you need to readjust your goal depending on your evaluation. Now, evaluating your plan, identify the steps to be continued or stopped, as well as all the things that don't go away according to your plan. So what we need to do is we need to think about how are we going to deal with it. Our current situation because of the pandemic that we are facing with, a lot of plans were cancelled. That's why we need to make some adjustment. We need to make some adjustment and adapt and continue living. But don't you ever change your goal. Change your strategy. Most of us use the process we've been taught. You have to set the goal, create a plan, and put specific action steps and identify the needed resources and establish a timeline. Well, Confucius, a great Chinese philosopher, said, when it is obvious that goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goal, adjust the action steps. This coincides with our previous slide and the modification of the framework smart to smarter. And the prevailing truth up until now, whether you're looking for a job or trying to put up a new business or changing your bad or unwanted habits, we must not change the goal. Change the path you take to get there. You will see me struggle, but you will never see me quit. When people ask me, can you please spell quit? It's capital N, capital E, capital V, capital E, capital R. Never. Never. You see, when life hits you hard, you must have to hit back harder. Do not let it stumble you down and don't let those struggles serve as your stepping stone to be a better you. A goal without a plan is just a wish. This is a follow-up on your slide, or our slide about dreams without goals. You see, there are four elements we must have to complete the set. What do we want? We have to have this dream, our goals, our vision, and our plan. Because if we fail to plan, we plan to fail. As earlier mentioned, the plan will serve as your guide, and not having a guide will make you lose your way in achieving your goal or dream of yours. A plan without action is not a plan, it's a speech. In creating your plan, this must be realistic and not idealistic. No one is perfect, even the world isn't. And a plan is not made to be said, but to be done. Because there is no change where there is no action. This actually contradicts the reality that only constant thing in this world is change. Because change actually happens every single second of every single day. And why change is constant? It is because of the unlimited inventions and innovation made by humankind affecting our daily lives and the environment where we are in. This is all because of the unlimited action done by humans. But what I would point out here is there is no positive change when there is no positive action. This change must come within us. We must not complain about others having to do the move. Because in order for us to have a change in our current situation, our own action is needed, leaning towards our resiliency when faced by different situations, whether favorable or not. Because sometimes risking nothing is risking everything. You will never know if that opportunity is the key to your success, and having fear conquer you, you will make no difference at all. The greatest enemy that will haunt you forever is regret. There is no way to overcome this. So, why? Because you simply let it go, the chance and that opportunity. Empower. That's why if you want to fly with the eagles, don't swim with the ducks. It simply goes by wanting to be successful in life. You must not be around people who do nothing but sit and wait for that apple to drop into their mouth. But surround yourself with successful people. You know, you will know their stories and you will learn from them because you might be possibly be faced by the same situation, and there will be an advantage on your part. because you will know how to handle it correctly and which step you need to take. And this will give you a competitive advantage towards your success. Because the key to success is to keep enhancing yourself. But others, key means keep entertaining yourself. Enhance by learning and relearning. Let your talent, skills, knowledge grow and not fear nor anger. Make yourself to become a better version of you and not the worst. You see, if you want to earn, you need to L. You need to add L from the word earn. Earn with L, you need to learn. We have to make ourselves an asset, not a liability. It's never really a good idea to keep a low profile at work, most especially this time of current situation. Main organizations are actively seeking to reduce costs and cut jobs. So make sure your name don't stand out in the list. So instead, make yourself indispensable. How? I just said, you need to enhance yourself. Keep on learning and growing. Because we only have 86,400 seconds in a day, we have to maximize it. We do not have to waste our time on things that will not help us grow and prosper. Stop thinking of the problem. Instead, start thinking of the solution. It's time to be stronger and better now. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. You have everything to be a successful person. You just need to act and have the courage to take the first step to your greatness. You have to live this day, each day, as if it is your last. If you want people, if you want to help people, go out and help. You want to inspire, gather a few and inspire them. If you want to write a book, write it. You want to talk to the crowd, practice now. You just have to make it happen. Do not wait for the perfect time because the perfect time is now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, it is now. Commitment, I will try, I'll do my best, I'll do whatever it takes. These are the three levels of commitment. If your friend says, I will try to go to your party, expect he will not arrive. But when your friend says, I'll do my best, expect he will come, but definitely will leave early. At least he came. Not if your friend says, I'll do whatever it takes. And I'll do whatever it takes to go to your party. I'll tell you this, he will arrive 100%. No matter what the situation brings. He will go through it just to be present on your birthday celebration. Choose day one, not one day. You see, one day never comes. Because every single day is one day. But having to tag it as day one, day one, it marks the start of a new and a better you. Don't be afraid. Instead, be afraid of not doing it. This is similar to your previous. This is similar to our previous slide that risking nothing is risking everything. Take the first step to do what you love, because that small step is the start of a bigger step that you will speed up your step towards your success. Because you know you will encounter a lot of failures, but it's okay. But you know what, guys? Failures are tests on how serious you are with your dream. Failures are there because this will prepare you for what it is in store for you. Failure are just there to make you cherish and value your achieved dream as you had to undergo and surpass difficult situations. Never let the fear of starting out keep you from playing the game. Fear must not stop you for what will make you happy. It is only it's only you who can control this fear. Yes, you. You can control this fear. You have to face everything and rise and not forget everything and run. Because many people will quit on you. You Just don't quit on yourself. You can rely on a lot of people when they benefit from your success. But once they feel and see you fail, believe me, they will disappear at once. And the only person you rely on is yourself. So quitting must not be your choice, but to stand up again and prove to this man who turned their back on you that they made the worst decision in their life. Because you will never know how strong you are until being strong is your only choice. At times, even when you knock at 100 doors or even cry out loud for help, no one will open the door or even hear you cry. The only thing you can hold on to is yourself and trust to God. Because one day you will thank yourself for not giving up. Remember, God never gave up on you, even if it entails the life of his son. He promised he will return. That's why he rose again in the third day. That's why he will keep on going. Because that unconditional love that God gave, today is the best time not to give up, but to give thanks. The life he continually gives. So try to be an instrument of goodness to others. Next is the word of faith. If something bad happens to you, you can either let it define you, destroy you, or strengthen you. But if life, remember this, life is full of shit and F. It's time to shift. Problem ahead, turn right. Problem on the right, turn left. You see, you're holding your gear and God is steering you. It is a matter of perspective. The happiest people do not necessarily have the best thing in life. They simply appreciate the things that they have. Expectation kills happiness. Expectation will just make you look for what you do not have and compare yourself to others, making you be envious. Remember, there are a lot of reasons to smile. So do not let even the smallest thing ruin your entire day. Opportunity. When the mind is weak, every situation is a problem. When you are weak, a little pain becomes big, just like a cut on your head. Don't you find it weird? Why why is it much more painful than a wound that you get from fall? So it's necessary to build a strong mind. Because when a mind is strong, every situation becomes an opportunity. So a strong mind is a happy and a positive mind. Having positive mind makes you see the positive and beauty in every single thing because of what that you value it and whatever it takes to that particular moment is memorable. You see, no money can buy memories, only quality time with quality people. So make the best out of it. You don't have to wait for that opportunity. We have to make it happen. Do not wait for the planet to align in the perfect time for you to move. No, if you really want it, go go out and do it. Do not wait for that. Do not wait for that particular perfect moment. I remember my teacher says, like, you have to wait for that opportunity. When that opportunity comes, you have to grab it. Hmm? She was right. That's why many of us until now still waiting for that opportunity. Well, in my case, I didn't wait. I went and create that opportunity. Because if opportunity doesn't knock, create a door and then knock. If you really want it, you will make it a way for it. No matter how hard it is, you will make a way to make that opportunity happen. So do not wait for the opportunity to knock before you open the door and create that invisible door and act as if it's already happening. So when it arrives, you are prepared for it. create more opportunities, and stop making excuses. Making excuses will just delay you from getting what you want. If you really want it, you do everything to get it. Desperate measures, as they say, but this action must be for the positive good. That's why the five elements are important: focus, opportunity, reframing, commitment, and power. Because when you jump on this letter, we create the word course. See the first letters in each word, the word course. Because we need to stay focused on those opportunities. And when you are not able to get that opportunity, you have to reframe your thoughts and commit yourself, and you will be empowered. You are strong. You can make it. That is why use this pandemic to enhance yourself and keep smiling. When you see something negative, simply refrain. Commit on your goals and those things you want to do, and believe in yourself, and you will be able. Let me remind you that your smile is your logo, your personality is your business card, and the way you make others feel is your trademark. And that's it for today. Thank you for listening. Again, I'm Professor Lectorio, and this is my Facebook page. If you want to follow me, please. Thank you, and have a good day. God bless.
The Department of Education, through the Office of Undersecretary for Administration, DepEd OUA, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology, ICTS-EdTech, invites you to join its first ever International Multidisciplinary Webinar series in collaboration with the Global Educators Network Association of Teachers of English as a Foreign Language, GenTEFL Thailand. This 3-day webinar series will gather experts and specialists from different areas of study and from all parts of the globe to equip and empower educators in their areas of specialization, integrated through educational technology. This event is a convergence of resource speakers and expertise to further teachers' ability to answer the challenges of these changing times through topics with educational technology integration. Be updated and save this following days. Solo Educalidad!
And I would always smile, Sir Jeff. That is one thing that I have learned for today. And I would always be empowered. So I would always remember force. That would be focus, opportunity, reframing, commitment, and empower. I think that would make me motivated. How about you? What's your motivation?
Yes, it's actually more on someone who's going to inspire us. Definitely our family, and as well as loving ourselves. So give us more focus on the things that we need to do, because nevertheless, we know that opportunities will come and we have to grab those moments.
That's actually true. Just like today, we are grabbing this opportunity, seizing the day, as we always know. So what's up?
Yes, so for now, we're going to give you the evaluation link for our speaker, Mr. Mark Lester D. Toribio. So get ready with your cameras, scan the QR code, and as well as the link so you can evaluate our speaker. And his topic is about Motivation 101, learn how to keep yourself motivated. Okay.
So screenshot, and don't forget, of course, click the link if you haven't screenshot. Okay, and then of course evaluate our speaker. Again, that would be Mark Lester D. Toribio for the topic Motivation 101, learn how to keep yourself motivated.
Yes, and let us keep the ball rolling. We'll now proceed with our next speaker, Ms. Pam. Our next speaker is one of the EdTech specialists detailed in the Department of Education Central Office, ICTS-EDU, with Microsoft Team episodes in Tech Talks and Meet Tech Talks. game-based learning, and a volunteer Itolay tutor. She is a Master Teacher 1 in Science and Technology Education Center in Lapu-Lapu City Division, Region 7.
And she actually has a heart in training students at her and her peers, founded in growth, mindset, and empathy. She champions innovation in the art of teaching and learning through positive, productive, and responsible use of ICT in reaching her learners, aspiring teachers, and fellow educators online amidst pandemic and technology challenges. An initiator and demonstrator of the synchronous online learning modality via Microsoft Teams in all levels.
Her commitment toward public service blessed her numbers of recognition and awarded as 2020 Most Outstanding Elementary Teacher in Region 7, 2019 Most Outstanding Elementary Teacher in SDO Lapu-Lapu, 2018 Most Outstanding Alumni of UCLM, 2017 Microsoft Above and Beyond Awardee, 2016 champion in the search for Mega, Ma'am Sir in Mega Cebu, and won recognition in the field of educational research in Region 7.
Other than that, she also received Microsoft Education Ambassador, Microsoft Innovative Education Expert, Microsoft Education Master Trainer, Microsoft Office Specialist, Microsoft Certified Educator, Certified Google Educator Level 1, Adobe Creative Educator Level 1 and 2.
Truly, she never gets tired of making a difference every day. That in all things she do, God will be glorified. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present to you our co-edtech specialist, Ma'am Rubilin Cabardo Pastrana.
She will be discussing Project Tech Teach for All, building and bridging borderless skills for teachers. A virtual clap for her.
Good day, world, and awesome and amazing morning, everyone. Last February 14, 2020, Philippines Department of Education Secretary Leonor Magtulis Briones cited Sulong Edukalidad program as the DepEd's move to innovate Philippine education in response to a world drastically changing. I'm Robilin Cabardo Pastrano, presenting Project Tech Teach for All, building and bridging borderless skills for teachers. Solong Edukalidad focuses on four aggressive reforms in basic education. First, K-12 curriculum, review and update. Second, improving learning environment. Third, teachers upskilling and reskilling. And fourth, engagement of stakeholders for support and collaboration. But my report will be focusing on the third aggressive reform. Specifically, I will be focusing on the teacher skilling, upskilling, and reskilling. As we all know, in the past, it may have been acceptable to attend school, learn a skill, and then use said skill for the duration of one's career. Today, reality looks much different. The half-life of skills, or the period of time in which skill is innovated, flourishes, and then becomes irrelevant, continues to drop down significantly. Many business leaders have started adopting the world-renowned research from Stanford University psychology professor Dr. Carol S. Dweck on growth mindset, because all people these days are really bothered and affected with the pandemic that is being brought by the COVID-19 virus. So, with growth mindset, it's the idea that people who believe that abilities can be developed are more likely to flourish and be successful in all aspects of life than people with a fixed mindset who believe abilities are fixed. To foster innovation in education, you must first build your culture with a growth mindset focus, and then reskill yourself using this concept of continuous learning. The idea that learning is a lifelong journey rather than something with a start or end date. Continuous learning is no longer a nice to have, but rather a need to have. If you want to be competitive member of modern workforce, please join me and being an advocate of growth mindset by writing in the comment section. Everyone, please uh, uh, comment down below hashtag growth mindset. Go, go, go. Yes, we need to advocate this one. Hashtag growth mindset. All right, I can see most of you are sending the hashtag growth mindset in our comment section. Now, thank you so much for that awesome support, not for me, but for your own good also. All right, so with that, we will be guided with these objectives. First, recognize ICTS-ETU initiatives in skilling, upskilling, and reskilling teachers in utilizing ICT tools for education. Technology has revolutionized learning. According to Alvin Toffler, the illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. So, to go deeper, what this learn, unlearn, and relearn is all about, learn is the acquisition of new knowledge and skills. That's why DepEd ICTS ETU initiated series of webinars in order for our teachers to acquire new knowledge and skills and to implement the learned values into your behavior and pass on what you have learned to other people. And how about to unlearn? What do you mean by that? So, it's the process to forget something existing knowledge, especially if that knowledge is no longer applicable in the present. It can be planned or unplanned, but it is essential part of learning. And third, to relearn. What does it mean? It means it's fostering the culture that people need to acquire new and updated knowledge and skills. So, my dearest teachers, are you ready to embrace new and updated skills? I know you are. So, one of the achievements of the ICTS ETU during the pandemic, uh, it's having the capacity building and empowerment webinar for teachers. Through the series of free webinars conducted, teachers' level of confidence and competence increased. Teachers always get ready for Digital Learning Day since April 2020 to the present time. So, under the leadership of the ICTS Director for Abram YC Abanil, EdTech Head, Mark Anthony C., and all the programs lead in OER, Microsoft, Google, LMS, and others. So one of the achievements of the ICTS is this capacity building and empowerment webinar for teachers or training for teachers. So yes, I would like to emphasize this. All the webinars conducted are free. And this is to build and bridge borderless ICT skills. And of course, this is the backbone of the blended learning program of the Department of Education. Gone are the days that DepEd teachers need to pay thousands just to attend capacity building and empowerment trainings. Project That Teach is my term for the ICTS-EdTech free training for teachers or capacity building. But along that different programs, there are challenges. Now, what are these challenges? First, we have this fixed mindset. The fixed mindset is the most common and most harmful. So it's worth understanding and considering how it's affecting you. For example, in a fixed mindset, you believe that, oh, I'm a natural born singer, or I'm a natural born good in ICT. Is there a thing like that? Or I'm no good at dancing. But in growth mindset, you believe anyone can be good at anything if you are willing to learn. Teachers, we cannot teach what we don't know, and of course, we cannot share what we don't have. That's why it's a need to equip ourselves. And aside from fixed mindset, internet connection is one of the challenge. Devices and the power interruption in some places, or no electricity available in that area. And engaging your learner sometimes is very challenging. And I am so grateful because amidst the pandemic, there are some teachers who go beyond, who go an extra mile just to attend webinars to equip themselves. That's why they are very willing to sacrifice by making a tent on using their cell phones, and there they attend webinar, series of webinars. So I salute you, my dearest teachers, because you have growth mindset. ICTS-EdTech unit accomplished and managed to train teachers virtually since April 2020 up to the present. So these are the following: open educational resource program, like basic level, advanced level, proficiency level, or even transformational stage. Another topic was about Microsoft Office 365 and Microsoft certification for teachers, Google Workspace for education, and Google for certification. We have also 3D development, Canva for beginners and graphic design, Photoshop for beginners, capacity building of teachers in the new normal classroom, parenting tips for the new normal classroom, educational apps, and virtual in-service training for all teachers. And this was the first ever in the history of the Department of Education. But now, this is the current events, and we call it hashtag Saturday Habits. So if you are with us every Saturday, please comment down below in the chat box, hashtag Saturday Habits. So those who are joining the Tech Talks in the morning or my Tech Talk in the afternoon since February until the present time, I know some have attended our webinars every Saturday from 9 o'clock in the morning until 12 noon for Tech Talks, and 1 o'clock in the afternoon until 5 o'clock for my Tech Talk. So, with that, when you talk about when I talk about Saturday habits, it is a breakthrough for DepEd to produce these competent teachers in technology to help empower more teachers in the field and be world-class educators. So again, Saturday habits, Saturday sessions to empower the use of Microsoft Office 365, tag My Tech Talk programs from February until June. Actually, it's not just until June, but it's continuing this month of July and August. And it helps and capacitate teachers to acquire an international certification accredited by Microsoft based on qualification and mastery of ICT soft skills. Some sessions also about open educational resources and Adobe mobile application. And there was also session for script writing and instructional video development. So there are a lot of things that Saturday Habits have been offering to our educators. All right, so for our Saturday habits, specifically tech talks that run from 9 o'clock in the morning until 12 noon, these are the topics that we have tackled: daily tales of everyday people, digital entrepreneurship, finding success online, bridging the careers of today towards tomorrow, social and emotional learning amid social distancing, reaching out through beyond the screen, strengthening inclusive education for everyone, everywhere, moving up with Microsoft Teams for virtual graduation. Harness your creative juices at home, reaching out through and beyond the screen. Tech Talks for all days transitioning to digital authentic assessment. Moving up with Microsoft Teams for virtual graduation. 21st century employability skills. These skills are very necessary, right? And digital transformation of school events. We have also some DG tools topics. So this Saturday Habits is initiated to empower teachers. And teachers also will be the ones to empower their learners. So with that, no child set of pandemic. In the afternoon for our Saturday habits, we have the My Tech Talk. My here stands for Microsoft. So My Tech Talk webinar training sessions, it's all about on Microsoft 365 tools for teachers and students. So teachers in the Department of Education are so blessed that we must be grateful because the Department of Education spent for us to have license in Office 365 account. And not just the teachers, but also our learners. And if you will join my Tech Talk in the afternoon of Saturday, some have been enjoying this one, and it's the road to international certification. So congratulations for those who have passed already in Microsoft Office Specialist, Microsoft Certified Educators, and some other international certifications. And there was also a session in my Tech Talk that talks about job winning credential, creating professional portfolio via LinkedIn, Wakelet, and Sway. And of course, digitizing school events because face-to-face of school events these days is not yet possible. So we need to equip our teachers on how to digitize school events. All right. So in the webinars, in the free webinars that the ICTS-EdTech have been offering, it is an avenue to learn from experts on their tips and tricks on learning tools for education, learn on their best practices, and of course, we can learn from their ongoing programs. It can also build strong partnership and empower Filipino educators in the series of professional development trainings attended. And of course, it can create a professional and active learning community that can build and bridge borderless skills of teachers. So now, to have a deep dive about my Tech Talk webinar training sessions on Microsoft 365 tools for teachers and students. It's happening from 1 o'clock in the afternoon until 4 o'clock. So there are 4 segments for this My Tech Talk. We have Maya Hack. By the way, Maya stands for Microsoft Education Ambassador. So all the Microsoft Education Ambassadors in the Philippines, over 1,500 teachers are involved with this. All right, so with that, that's the first segment. Uh, Maya, who will give tips and tricks, or it's like we call it Maya Hack. Another segment is Maya Hotline, in which the Microsoft Education Ambassadors were going to answer the queries of our participants. So they will answer all the queries live. Yes. And third segment is the Maya report. So when we talk about Maya report, the Microsoft Education Ambassador will basically report on his or her trainings conducted, or he or she will talk about his or her journey as Microsoft Education Ambassador. And the last segment, but this is the most awaited part of the episode, Saturday episodes. Yes, we call it Maya Quiz. So it's just like having a classroom setting discussion when a teacher discuss something and there's a question and answer portion. And of course, at the end of the lesson, there's always a formative test. That's how Maya Quiz is presented in this program. And this is one of the impacts. So we recognize Maya Quiz winners. So what did we do? So, for example, for the month of April, there are 4 Saturdays. So we will be, we will total, or we will sum up the points of the top 10 in each episode. Then we will consolidate all the points or all the scores of the participants. Then we can come up with the top 10. For month of April, we only have top 8. But for the month of May, these are the lucky winners for our Maya quiz. Congratulations! I know those who are listed here were given certificates, not just certificates, but you were also given vouchers, free vouchers for certification. Some have taken Microsoft Certified Educator voucher, and some had that Microsoft Office Specialist. And congratulations, because I know you passed. I salute you all. And here's a living proof. And congratulations to Sir Aryan Idoliantes. Okay, so this is an appreciation post of Sir Aryan. All right, so he got the free voucher of being a Microsoft Office specialist because the Audantis Technologies gave a prize to him as the top one, or the rank one, for the Maya quiz. And Sir Aryan did it. So he's now a certified Microsoft Office specialist. Another, we also recognize best output. Okay, of course, in our series of webinars, especially in Saturday Habits, we are output based. All right, so we need to have a proof, we need to do some outputs also, and at the end of the month, you need to submit your portfolio. So in the month of May, these are the top 10 best Wakelet output. All right, congratulations to all of you. And I know you also received a prize. Okay. And these are some samples of the best portfolio. Okay, congratulations to all of you. We have here your awesome outputs. That's why you won. And another entries are here. All right. So once again, congratulations. And we appreciate your effort truly because you showed that you are having that growth mindset. You able to go extra mile to up upskill yourself and of course to reskill. Okay. Then here, we will be listening a testimony from our avid participant. Uh, she is someone who is with us in Tech Talk from 9 o'clock in the morning until 12 noon, and in the afternoon also, every Saturday from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Please listen this video.
Hello, I am Ma'am Lina Maiso from the Division of Lapu-Lapu City. Specifically, I am a school principal too of Marigondo National High School Senior High Department. So my Tech Talk journey. So my Tech Talk actually is my Saturday habit because as a person, actually I want to learn more. No, so I will never stop learning. No, especially in this time of pandemic. Technology is very useful. So my Tech Talks topic are very useful for me and helpful as a school head because it can really help me to enhance my knowledge, not only my knowledge in technology, but any other sharings done during Saturday. So I learned a lot from it. So thank you very much, DepEd EdTech Unit, for having this program every Saturday because while washing clothes, I was also learning at the same time. And my learning never stops only with me or here, but I am sharing it to my teachers, no? And I am using it actually because I am now starting to have paperless using all the learnings that I learned from the topics every Saturday. So I am really a top fan of my Tech Talk. So thank you very much. So uh, to all of you out there. So never stop learning. Always learn, learn, and learn, and share also your learning to others.
Yes, thank you so much for that, Ma'am Lina. According to Ma'am Lina, let's not stop learning. Let's keep learn, and learn. And we have here another things that is an awesome part in my Tech Talk because we also recognize Maya of the Month. So congratulations, we have here the model, Sir Noel S. Riganit. And also, we also choose participant of the month in the month of April in the person of Mark Edward A. Lugo. So, of course, we need to recognize people who contributed excellent work or excellent contribution. So, they deserve these recognitions, Mayor of the Month and Participant of the Month. So why there's a need to build and bridge borderless skills for teachers? Why? This is to gain proper knowledge and skills about different application tools and software to use it effectively in different learning delivery modalities. That includes distance learning and some appropriate learning setup. So now, if you will assess yourself through the months that we are suffering this unusual thing because we can't see each other often, right? So we are learning through series of webinars. So out of those webinars that you have attended, can you answer this question? What is the level of your confidence and competence in using ICT in education? So in the levels of ICT use in education, there are 4 levels. First, survival level. Second, mastery level. Third, impact level. Or fourth, innovation level. At what level are you in? So I will help you assess yourself by watching this. Okay? So If you say, I'm not sure on what to do, or I'm scared of using ICT devices, or I think I should use this in lessons, but I'm not sure how. So if you say these statements, you're still in survival level. Now, if you say, I have received training, I have practiced with applications, I have tried it in lessons with success, and I'm feeling more confident to use. So you're now in mastery level. But if you say, my learners and I are using the ICT effectively and efficiently, or ICT is embedded in my lessons and planning where appropriate. So you have that impact level of confidence and competence. But if you say ICT use is pervasive, I am digitally literate as I am with pedagogy and subject knowledge. And if you say I innovate and I share. Wow, congratulations! You're having the innovation level of confidence and competence in using ICT in education. So this time, please comment down your level of confidence and competence. You can comment survival level, mastery level, impact level, or innovation level. And Saturday Habits team is here. We have here my team every Saturday, especially for Microsoft team. Yes, and our team have also milestones like partnership, social media presence, and Tech Talks, My Tech Talks, and certifications are really milestones that we cherished. So we are so grateful for most to our partners, namely Microsoft Education Philippines, Adantes Technologies Incorporated, and Line Learning and Development Solutions. So these people behind these agencies are very supportive in our Saturday habits. And this is the most essential part so that you will appreciate all the webinars conducted by the ICTS Educational Technology Unit. Now, how to claim certificates if you will attend our Saturday habits. Of course, you need to create your account and PD or Professional Development Learning Management System at www.training.deped.gov.ph. Any email, if you're having personal email or if you're having an email in your workplace, you can use that to create your account. And second, you can be a certified Microsoft Innovative Educator by making an account at www.education.microsoft.com for public, private school teachers and education major. Why we why we present this one? Because the speakers who are Microsoft Education Ambassadors, they will give you codes. Okay, you can redeem that code in this site, www.education.microsoft.com, and you can have points, you can have certificates or badges in your account. And with that, Saturday habits, okay, for you to follow us, we are streamed live at these 3 social media accounts. We have here the https://www.facebook.com/DepEd-EdTech. This is a Facebook account. Then another here in YouTube channel in DepEd Philippines and YouTube channel of Educational Technology Unit. And if you cannot join us in live streaming, don't worry, you can join us as team replay. So what you will do so that you can enjoy this team replay, You can go to the PDLMS, www.training.gov.ph, or any of the stated sites above. You can watch 24/7. And we have this program and project. So there's a memo, OUA memo 0006210191, issued last June 23, 2021. The subject is Opportunity for DepEd Teaching Personnel, Private School Teachers, and Education Major to become certified Microsoft Innovative Educators. So there are many ways for you to avail this one. So what's the purpose of this? This is to equip more educators with skills, resources, and materials for best practices and learning approaches in the 21st century. So how to avail that? You can become a certified Microsoft Innovative Educator in 3 easy steps. So you can earn your badge and personalized certificate today or at the moment. So step 1, create a free account at the Microsoft Educator Center. So you can find that in www.education.microsoft.com. Then step 2, explore the site and take trainings, courses, and learning path. So passing assessment awards you with digital certificate. Then courses help you earn points and badges in the website. So please explore this one so that you can enjoy learning. And step 3, complete at least 2 courses to earn your first badge as a certified Microsoft Innovative Educator. And you can earn more for that program. So there are 3 ways on how to avail that. First, you can join in a synchronous session by attending live session of Tech Talks and My Tech Talks every Saturday and redeem the code at education.microsoft.com to be announced by the trainers. Then, you can also avail it in an asynchronous way by enrolling in the Professional Development Learning Management System at training.deped.gov.ph and access the Microsoft training course. Or you can also have self-study. This is to actively take courses and finish assessments at education.microsoft.com. So after earning the first 1,000 points, the participant will automatically be awarded with a certified Microsoft Innovative Educator status. And more with Saturday habits in the month of July and August. This is something that we can look forward. Okay, it's game-based learning featuring Minecraft Education Edition. We can play, build, and learn, and other gamification platforms for teachers and learners. So in these topics, you can utilize more your Office 365 accounts. And of course, in the morning in Tech Talks, it's showcasing of students' project-based learning, innovation, and performance tasks for teachers and learners. So you will be witnessing Team Pasig, Team Tagum, Team Zambales, and Team Leyte. So I invite you all to join us every Saturday for the month of July and August. And let me end my session with this Bible text in Colossians chapter 3, verse 13. And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God and the Father by him. Be that difference that you can. Have a great day and thank you so much everyone for listening. Good day, Philippines.
So again, thank you, Ma'am Rubeline, for sharing that wonderful topic for everybody. And I guess a lot of us learned from that topic. I myself was listening a while ago, and I was like thinking that it's truly that teachers have the skills. We all just need to foster them, and we just need to build them more and believe in ourselves that these skills would be able to help us along the way.
Yes, and we must take note that these ICT tools are actually would make our teaching easier, because if it doesn't, then we are not maximizing the use of ICT. Okay, so with that, we will directly proceed to the evaluation for our speakers this morning.
So on your screen right now, we are going to flash, of course, the QR code. So you can scan it right now or take note of the link that you can see there below the code. So again, this is the evaluation for Ma'am Rubeline C. Pastrano, EDD, and the topic is Project Tech Teach for All, Building and Bridging Borderless Skills for Teachers.
Okay, so we will be posting also the attendance for day 3.
So one more time, this would be the link for our attendance. And do not forget to register your name, or please let us know that you are with us for the day 3. So again, this would be the link for our attendance. Okay. All right, this would be the code or the link for our attendance. So we would like to know that you are still with us. So please do not forget to register your name in our attendance.
Okay, and don't forget to post your selfies or screenshots of the webinar for today using our hashtag, that is hashtag ETUX GenTEFL 2021 Day 3.
We don't have our selfie yet.
Yes, later.
All right, so maybe we're going to be posting our own selfies as well with the hashtag. So do not forget that. Share this good news to everybody. So what's in store?
Okay, so keep on tuning in and please watch this short video.
Year 2020. You started to defy limits.
Ating tuklasin, obra, lagi mong gamitin ang iyong isip at kilos loob.
Proving that education knows no boundaries. Bringing knowledge to every part of the country.
May kulang ba sa akin? May mali ba sa akin? Pangit ba ako?
Magbasa, magsulat, makinig at maghaya.
This 2021, as we come to a year of DepEd TV, of turning dreams into reality, of courage to initiate and innovate, of passion that goes beyond tradition. We proudly present the first ever DepEd TV Awards. Outstanding Teacher Broadcaster Awards. Production Awards. Special Awards. And Core Values Awards. A night of excellence and gratitude. This is DepEd TV Awards, coming in August 2021.
Cognizant to the needs of our learners, parents, and teachers, the Department of Education provided us with powerful tools for productivity that will allow us to foster critical thinking skills, problem-solving skills, communication and collaboration skills to be compassionate, responsible global citizens. Join us and discover new ideas in our series of professional development training program with the ICTS-EdTech unit and Microsoft Education Philippines. Together, we will equip our learners and empower our fellow educators for a dynamic future. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, at para sa guro. Sulong Edukalidad.
Okay, and our first half is not yet done because we still have one more store for you guys.
Yes, and we'll be having creating your own teaching materials using online tools to be given to us by none other than Dr. Manashi Dutaking from Thailand.
Take it away.
Hello everyone, my name is Manashi Kugoidatta and I'm presenting from Thailand. Usually we teach for 17 weeks in one semester. So I planned to teach the reading skills of mental activities of reading, thinking and observing, extracting different types of information from the subject-specific or discipline-specific text, and then skimming and scanning for specific details from given text. From the writing skills area, I chose choosing appropriate vocabularies, spelling correctly, writing logically, forming correct word orders, joining sentences correctly, punctuating, using grammar correctly, and structuring and using paragraphs correctly. These are based on the needs of the learners that they need to improve in their reading and writing skills in English. This was not just a self-regulated learning experience by the students, it was also a completely web-based learning experience for this group of students because there was no printed materials used for teaching, no additional handouts, no textbooks, only the information available on internet were used for teaching or for learning by these students. When we teach academic English, we have to depend on authentic materials available on internet. So I chose this tour and ResearchGate and academia.edu for selecting the reading materials for the students. Students could actually access or could get exposed to the academic English patterns through the reading materials provided from these websites because these websites mostly publish academic materials or research-based materials. When the teacher is not around, this type of applications can help learners to find out their minor errors in writing. So this Grammarly.com application was introduced to the students to use for checking their minor grammar mistakes while writing using computer. And they were also introduced to Pro Writing Aid. how to use these applications for editing or for correcting mistakes while writing by using computers. This is another application used by the students for paraphrasing. The students here use Google Translation for translating from Thai to English. So this kind of application for paraphrasing help the students to produce more accurate sentences. And the topic, as you can see, was on COVID-19 because this was happening after we were already moved into remote learning phase. As students were learning by themselves, so the teacher was not around all the time to tell them or to point out at their mistakes. So I used some of the online tools and I asked the students to use these for self-editing, self-assessing, to check, to analyze their text by using these tools. And one of them is text analyzer that can show the students' proficiency levels in terms of IELTS and CEFR bands. It can also show their complexity levels, sentence lengths. So if the students are trained to use these applications appropriately, they can improve their own writings to some extent very well. We have to agree that what online resources offer to us is already look like unlimited. This slide shows one of the applications that I allowed my students to use for self-editing, for analyzing their text to know the grade of their writing. So they could see whether their writing in English was of 9th grade or 10th grade or higher than high school levels, and they could assess their own writings before submitting to the teacher. This is the assessment rubric designed for grading the students and at the same time for the students to use for self-monitoring and self-evaluation. So what you can see here are the 5 learning goals: grammar and vocabulary, content, organization, mechanics, and fluency. And these are the evaluation criteria that the students used for self-assessment. When students were assessing their own text, they had to do self-questioning. Have I checked my sentences for the correct use of tenses? Have I checked the use of first, second, and third persons correctly in my sentences? And each time they checked, they had to give score to their own writing or to the peers' writing. So this assessment rubric was used by the students for self-monitoring and self-evaluation, as well for self-correction, and the teacher used this for grading the students' writings. For improving their reading skills, students were introduced to different online tools for improving their reading speed. This is one of the tools that shows that students could select the level of reading according to their own choice or their capabilities. It shows a sample text with 2,201 words, and it could record the number of words that students could read per minute. And after reading, they had to answer questions on to reflect their understanding of the text. Okay, so what I have so far discussed or informed about are the tools used by the students for self-regulated learning, which are web-based. Now I come to the theoretical framework of the research that I have conducted. It shows the identified problem. The problem as identified is that low self-regulation or low learner autonomy can cause lower metacognition that can make learners use lower metacognitive strategies, and it can be one of the causes for low proficiency. So based on this study had planned a theoretical framework to design instructional materials for promoting self-regulation or learner autonomy by using instructional materials to involve learners in their thinking processes by using metacognitive language learning strategies to improve L2 writing. So the first step was to develop a model for teaching approach, self-regulated teaching learning approach of L2 writing. And the second stage was to develop a questionnaire or a language learning strategy inventory for the students that is L2 writing based or L2 writing focused. And it listed only those strategies of language learning. Those are metacognitive, because it is believed that metacognitive language learning strategies can promote self-regulated learning. This describes the planning of instructional material designing. All the materials designed for this course were basically problem and genre based. And the instruments used for facilitating the learner's self-regulated and metacognitive learning strategies were basically to the cognitive involvement load induced on the learner's learning processes that could develop knowledge about the learning strategies, and those were aimed to make the students to use the strategies to fend for and to treat errors. As the materials were designed as problem and genre based, so when the students start a new task, they start with executing planning and organization of the task. Then the questionnaires or the activities that the students are provided with make the students think or help them to generate ideas. And then the assessment rubrics could engage the students in self-monitoring and self-evaluation. And in this process, when they needed help, they could seek help from online learning resources, and they could set goals because they were also involved in self-assessment, and the goal could be a particular grade or level at the IELTS or CEFR bands. This slide shows videos submitted by the students while reading text to measure their reading speed, and at the same time to answer questions to reflect on whether they could improve their comprehension, also along with improving their reading speed by using the online tools to improve reading. And this was happening during the working from home time while they were doing remote learning under the lockdown period. And these This was my first experience to let students use online tools to improve reading speed and to check their comprehension as well by using online tools. And since they could measure the speed of their own reading, they were trying to improve. So marginally, even though marginally, many of them could improve their reading speed at the same time, practicing comprehension also to be faster than before. So technology can help in learning as well. Slide shows the students' verbal report through interview. The students were asked to comment on or compare two drafts written by them and then needed to comment on the quality and on their techniques of writing and strategies used for writing the two drafts. So student A said about the first draft as not good and used basic vocabulary in the first draft. He said that he forgot to punctuate with full stop always and didn't plan the first draft. But in the second draft, he says he planned to read and edit, and he knew the mistakes in the second draft and used higher vocabularies and language in the second draft. Remembered to put full stop to you at the end to use and used conjunction to continue to the next sentence and sentence structure and to be able to write sentences logically with coherence and cohesion was one of the area for one of the evaluation criteria as well and one of the area of self-evaluation and self-monitoring for errors. But the student said he didn't feel much stressful. Student B said that he used free writing. Free writing probably is what he means is that he didn't plan. It was just free writing. Just wrote whatever came to mind, but didn't think about tense and how to write, etc. But for the second draft, the student says that it made me think and understand what he was going to write and realized own problem as understanding vocabulary while reading. Didn't feel stressed while learning through self-regulated strategy use and not too much of stressful experience it was. Student C said the student didn't care about grammar while writing the first draft, and while writing the first draft, the student just used what he or she used to write and didn't know it was correct or not. But the same student said that he or she used Grammarly to correct mistakes and read and understand before writing. Before writing the second draft, thought how to use tense or paragraph, how to write a paragraph. Had to do more planning in the second draft about writing because of the questionnaire provided, and that was in the self-questioning pattern. And then C again says that he or she had to do more planning about writing more than the first draft, but it was not much stressful experience. Student D said not concluded the first draft, but added conclusion in the second draft. That is about organization of a piece of writing. And just write the first draft, but the second draft read carefully and changed sentences. And for the first draft, the student D said, no conclusion, just small detail, not written all. But for the second draft, he or she checked with Grammarly and wrote more detail. The first draft, according to the student, was hard to understand, but the second draft was easy to understand. It had correct meaning according to him or her, and he could easily write the detail and conclusion and everything because of questionnaire used for self-monitoring and self-evaluation, and not that stressful experience. And also confirms about reading carefully before writing. And student E said that the student E didn't use strategy while writing the first draft, but for the second draft learned how to use strategies to write. They didn't check for editing, but for the second draft, he rechecked the mistakes and tried to take help from internet to correct the mistakes by himself or herself. So the actions that the students had taken for the second draft were actually happening, or the task or the instructions given to them were demanding these actions from the students to take. So that is why they were checking, they were doing what they were not doing in the first draft. And it was also self-regulated learning or self-learning without the teacher. What I have learned from this experience of teaching self-regulated writing is that there are a lot of uncontrollable factors when we teach self-regulated learning. For example, emotions of the learners, whether it is in a classroom or remotely, it cannot be controlled. And I'm not sure whether we can really control if we are not working together with the student in one room or on one desk, because it can be extremely variable. The range of self-regulation itself can be extremely varied depending on many factors. What the students believe about learning by themselves without the teacher being telling them what to do in each step of their learning or whatever they're doing while writing. How were they trained in their high school or in their elementary school when they were learning with other teachers, whether they were trained to be independent in their learning approach or not? Otherwise, they even may interpret it in different ways. They may not understand that the approach of teaching self-regulated learning is actually making the learners to be lifelong learners so that they can be independent in learning. They should not require assistance or help from someone else all the time when they learn. And the attitude or the social attitude, if it's maybe simple, but very simple, but it may be very important as well. Like, okay, we are paying for learning, but the teacher is not with us to teach. We are doing it by ourselves. So what kind of teaching is this? It depends. Unless with age, with the understanding of the approach of learning, and the most important is the part of the educator, how much the educator can understand the learners when they teach remotely or when they teach to be self-regulated learners. In one period of one semester in 16 or 17 weeks, if a new teacher is teaching, it may not be possible. There should be some connection between the teacher and the students when such kind of approaches are adopted for self-regulated learning. So we have been trying to promote self-regulated learning or learner in autonomy, but teachers have to be trained in their education programs to incorporate self-regulated learning, to make the learners prepared for going through such an approach of learning. And flexibility is very important because we cannot control the mood and mode both of the learners in learning. So we need to be flexible. It happens that sometimes some students, I could see that they can write very well in the morning or maybe at midnight, sometimes at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. They could write very well, but maybe in the class they were just not ready to write something at the same level. And to know how to manage the thinking capacity of the learners when we use cognitive construct teach. Expertise is required. We need to know how to plan, how to provide the instructions to the students to control that mental capacity or the thinking capacity of the learners so that we can manage the uncontrollable factors by understanding the situations, by understanding the learners, by understanding what the requirements of the learners are, also by understanding what are the responsibilities as educators for us, and then things can be different, can be more satisfactory. So that was my experience while teaching this remotely for self-regulated learning. So thank you all for viewing my virtual presentation, but it is not the same as giving presentation in front of an audience because I was not getting any.
Right, so thank you so much, Dr. Manashi Duda King, for that wonderful presentation. Some of you might have gotten some tips about how to create your own teaching materials using the online tools. And I think with what's happening in our education system nowadays, it would really be very, very helpful. What do you think, Jeff?
Yes, exactly, Ms. Pam. And we know that these online tools, like for example, what is explained yesterday with Sir Sherwin Lomeda, it's about open educational resources. We here at the EdTech, we advocate to bridge the curriculum and technology. So we are actually looking for online tools and as well as offline tools that we can provide to our teachers so that they can make teaching more fun and engaging for their students.
Yes, so we need to encourage our students to think far and beyond what they have right now so that they would really understand that even if we are learning online,
yes,
okay, we still have a lot to get from it. And with that, we're going to be flashing, of course, our link and our QR code
for the evaluation for Dr. Manashi Duta King of Thailand.
So there you have it. Again, screenshot or scan the code or take note of our link. Again, this is for Dr. Manashi Duda King for the topic creating your own teaching materials using online tools.
Yes, and also we will be flashing the evaluation links for our previous speakers. Of course, that would be Sir Mark Lesser Toribio and Ma'am Rubilin Pastrana.
So again, take note, you can scan or screenshot the QR codes. Of course, the first one that you're seeing on your screen right now is for Sir Mark Lester D. to review again for the topic Motivation 101, learn how to keep yourself motivated. You have an option for the QR code or the link.
Okay, and here's the evaluation link for Dr. Rubilin Pastrana. And her topic is about Project Tech Teach for All. So building and bridging borderless skills for teachers. And please don't forget to include our hashtag ETUX GenTEFL 2021 daily on your posts on your social media accounts.
And we had our selfie a while ago, and we're going to be posting that so that we're going to be included when these hashtags would be searched all over the internet starting today. And with that, we would also like to encourage everybody, or remind everybody, of course, of our attendance. And here is our link once again. So everybody take note of this link. This is for your attendance for day 3. All right. So Sir Jeff, what's up?
Okay, so I know we have prepared a lot of excellent speakers this afternoon. So keep on tuning in, and please inform your co-teachers that they still have a lot of time so they can learn more about our International Multidisciplinary Webinar series for teachers. Okay, so we will be playing some DepEd seria during the lunch break, and we'll see you at exactly 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
We're going to be back, so please make sure that you are going to be with us again for our afternoon session. So enjoy our DepEd seria, and see you later at 1 p.m.
Happy lunch, everyone.
We enjoy our lunch.
Ikaw ang una kong pag-ibig. At hanggang ngayon, sa'yo ko bumabalik. Ikaw ang pumupuno sa puso ko't isip. Mga salita mo ang dahilan ng pagkasabik. Nananabik, bumabalik. Ang mga alaala simula pagkabata, pinapaalala mo sa akin sa ina. At ang mga kwentong pinagsaluhan naming dalawa. Nananabik, bumabalik. Sapagkat nasa iyo ang bantas sa dulo ng mga pangungusap. Ikaw ang aking pahinga, ang paglaya sa emosyong gustong kumawala, mula sa mga tanong, sa padamdam, paghinto. Sa pagpapatuloy, paninigurado at mga bakasiguro. Kaya sa pagkakataong ito, gusto kitang yakaping muli. Miss? Gusto ko ulit maramdaman kung paano tayo nagsimula. Gusto kong balikan ang unang salita. May I borrow that book?
This one?
Oo. Sana.
Sure.
Unang talata. Unang kabanata. Sapagkat ikaw ang una kong pag-ibig. Sa'yo ko unang naramdaman ang pagkasabik.
Good morning, learners! Welcome to DepEd TV. Are you excited to learn a new story?
Nananabik. Umabalik. Ikaw ang una kong pag-ibig.
Malapit na.
Naranasan ko ng maiwan. Hindi ko na mabilang kung ilang beses akong nakiusap hanggang sa maubos ang pangungusap. Naisip ko na ring sumuko dahil sa sunod-sunod na bagyo. Parang walang katapusan itong kalbaryo. Saan nga ba ako patungo? Saan ba ang dulo nito? Sa paglalakbay, muntik na akong huminto. Pero sinalubong mo ko. Bumungad sa akin yung mga mata mong gustong matuto. Ang mga kamay mong sabik sumulat. Ang mga labi mong nais bumigkas ng mga salitang nakakapawi ng pagod. Tinatalo mo itong lungkot at takot. Binibigyan mo ng sagot ang mga katanungan sa aking puso.
Masampat, abi-abi, mga anak.
Masampat pala, abi-abi, mo.
Na sa dami ng alinlangan ko't tanong sa mundo, ito ang nag-iisang sigurado. Mahal ko ang pagtuturo. Ito ang nagbibigay buhay sa aking pagkatao. At ang mga pangarap nila, ang aking ligaya. Minsan na rin akong naiwan. Kaya't sisikapin kong hindi mo ito maranasan.
Sasamahan kita kahit isang eroplano ang agwat nating dalawa. Dahil kung nakakapagsalita lamang ang paliparan, ikukwento niya kung ilang beses akong lumingon pabalik sa iyo nung araw na ako'y lumisan. Papalubog ang araw noon at dahan-dahan lumulubog din ang puso ko sa kalungkutan. Ayaw sana kitang iwan. Gusto kitang samahan. Sa mga umagang nagmamadali ka papasok sa eskwela. Gusto kitang damayan sa mga gabing nahihirapan ka sa matematika. Gusto kitang yakapin sa tuwing gusto mo nang sumuko dahil akala mo'y wala kang talento sa pagpinta. Ngunit anak, gusto kong ipaalam sa'yo na ikaw ang nagpinta ng buhay ko. Nang dumating ka, naging makulay ang mundo ko. Ang dating mga baluktot na linya ay naging tuwid. Ang dating madilim na larawan ay nabigyan ng liwanag. Kaya anak, gusto pa rin kitang samahan sa bawat mong karanasan, sa mga tagumpay at kabiguan. Sasamahan kita hanggang marating mo ang mga ulap, hanggang maabot mo ang iyong mga pangarap.
Hello, Ma?
Hello, anak. Sorry, kakatapos lang ng trabaho ni Mama.
Okay lang po, Ma. Kakatapos lang din naman po namin maglaro.
Mukhang nandun ka ulit sa paborito mong lugar, ah. O sige, ready ka na ba? Punta ka na sa DepEd Commons. Math tayo ngayon, ha? Saan na nga ulit tayo nahinto kahapon? Sa problem solving na, di ba?
Anak, sasamahan kita. Kahit isang eroplano ang agwat nating dalawa.